1981 Donruss baseball cards, 10 most valuable. In 1980, Fleer won an antitrust lawsuit against Topps, forcing the Brooklyn card manufacturer to pay the priceless sum of $1. Tough to withstand for sure, but also opening the door for Fleer to produce baseball cards of active players in 1981. Not just Fleer, other companies could also apply for MLB and MLB-PA licenses, then join the fray. That's exactly what Donruss did, pumping out a 605 card set that is among the flimsiest, most error-ridden issues ever produced, but it was a welcome addition to hobbyists hungry for more cardboard. 4 decades later, the set is still a mess, but graded copies of the most important cards can still bring decent prices. Here, then, are the 10 most valuable 1981 Donruss baseball cards, as ranked by the PSA Sports Market Report Price Guide. 1981 Donruss Rickey Henderson, number 119. Donruss didn't make a Henderson rookie card at all in 1980. Guess they just didn't do their homework on that one. Oh, right. There was no Donruss set in 1980, since they didn't start making baseball cards until 1981. Given that, then, this Rickey qualifies sort of a rookie card once removed. It's a first Donruss card for sure. And really, is it any surprise that the greatest leadoff hitter and spark plug of all time sits on the top of a value list? Nah, expect to pay deep into the double digits to land this Rickey Henderson. 1981 Donruss Nolan Ryan, number 260. You know the drill with the Ryan Express. If there's a baseball card set, and that baseball card set includes a Nolan Ryan card, then that Nolan Ryan card will be among the most valuable cards in that set, like always. That's the case here, where Ryan falls in right behind Rickey and right in line with the first big true rookie card Donruss ever pushed out. 1981 Donruss Tim Raines, rookie, number 538. Yep, that rookie card belongs to none other than Tim Raines, the guy who always got second billing to Henderson when it came to all the things they both did so well. Run, get on base, run, pop up some occasional power, steal bases, take some walks, run. This card is better than the Raines Topps card because it shows him alone and not leading off for Roberto Ramos and Bobby Pate, though it's worse than the Topps card too because this one is a Donruss card and that one is a Topps card. The 1981 Donruss Tim Raines rookie card is definitely better than the 1981 Fleer Tom Raines rookie card though, since the other one doesn't exist. Bottom line, if you wanted a solo Raines rookie card during the summer of 1981 when the players were on strike, you had to go to Donruss. That's why it's about as valuable as the Nolan Ryan card. 1981 Donruss Tom Seaver, number 425. Tom Seaver was one of the greatest right-handed pitchers to ever stand astride a big league mound, and he's in just about every top 10 when it comes to naming the best pitchers of any kind. This card shows a great action shot of Tom Terrific delivering a pitch in a Cincinnati Reds road uniform. And while he did most of his big stuff with the New York Mets, he did plenty of great things with the Reds too. Enough great things overall, in fact, to land him in 4th place here, solidly in double-digit territory for PSA 9 copies of his 1981 Donruss card. 1981 Donruss Mike Schmidt, number 11. Mike Schmidt was on top of the world as 1981 dawned, having copped his first National League MVP award in 1980 and having helped his Philadelphia Phillies to their first World Series championship since Ben Franklin was roaming center field and Lib Bell was their manager. Lib, it's been said, always asked advice from his coaches, but would chime in when it was time to make the final decision. To celebrate, Donruss stuck Schmitty in a Steve Austin running suit, tossed him in Dick Bettis' basement, and snapped a quick glamour shot. Solid choices all around, leading to a $10 plus price tag today. And okay, Donruss did make another Schmidt card in 1981, the MVP special at number 591. Just about as valuable, but not quite as fun to make fun of. 1981 Donruss Willie Stargell, number 132. Pops was a year and a change removed from his heroics with the We Are Family Pittsburgh Pirates when Donruss issued their first cards of the future Hall of Famer. Their very first card of Willie at number 12 is a nice-looking field shot at Wrigley Field. This one, though, gives us the backstory. Capturing Stargell grabbing a quick few minutes in the sauna after a day on the road. Driving the Donruss truck, maybe. Whatever's happening here, Pops will set you back $10 or more in PSA 9. 1981 Donruss Reggie Jackson, number 468. Reggie was still the straw that stirred the drink in New York as 1981 dawned, even though he was 3+ seasons removed from his 3 homers in a game 1977 World Series heroics. As if mimicking life, Donruss loaded up their set with 3 Jackson cards. They're all good, solid representations of the game's then reigning supreme hot dog. But this one does show more of the Yankees' pinstripes than the others. It's a double-digit buy in PSA 9. 1981 Donruss George Brett, number 100. Like Schmidt, Brett was a superstar third baseman who had risen about as high as a baseball player could in 1980. .390 batting average that came with serious run at .400, an American League MVP award, and a Kansas City Royals team that finished runner-up to Schmidt's Phils in the World Series. Like Schmidt, Brett scored a base and an MVP card in the 1981 Donruss set, though they featured the same image in each case. Brett did make another appearance, though, alongside Rod Carew on card number 537, Best Hitters. Unlike Mike, George didn't get to sit down on any of his Donruss cards, likely a consequence of his inability to do so at the time. This Brett card will set you back $10+, which is enough to nick your budget for necessary items, like, say, a tube of Preparation H. 1981 Donruss Johnny Bench, number 182. The Big Red Machine was just a memory by the time Donruss entered the playing field in 1981, but Cincinnati had made it to the NLCS in 1979, and they would post the best record in all of baseball that first summer that featured 3 baseball card manufacturers. Of course, since he wouldn't even make the playoffs in '81, thanks to an inane split-season format MLB adopted to cope with the player strike. What the Reds did have, though, was the greatest all-around catcher of all time, rounding out his playing days. Bench lasted 2 more years after that rough-and-tumble summer, but you would have to consider this his first Donruss card, right? Right. Except he also appears on card number 62. Either way, collectors like them both enough to make them double-digit buys in PSA 9 condition. 1981 Donruss Pete Rose, number 251. Rose was sort of an amalgamation of Bench and Rose, a remnant of the Big Red Machine, but riding high as a member of the reigning world champion Phillies. And, of course, Pete was turning the corner on his assault on Ty Cobb's all-time hit record, so it's not surprising that Donruss loaded up with 3 cards of Charlie Hustle. Any of them is liable to set you back $10 or more in graded mint condition. Like our video? Then like our video and subscribe to our channel. WaxPackGods.com